And we're off. So this is the Oracle of Ages weekly randomizer race. Today we are playing under the standard settings, which is normal mode, random dungeons, with tree warp on. Joining me in the race we have Ebil, Fox, and Nitro. Should be a good one. The past couple weeklies have been pretty interesting, so I'm interested in seeing how this plays out. So far, fairly standard start. We'll see what we get inside the house. Okay. Well, bracelet is fine. That's a fine start. Early mysteries, that's always good. That could lead to an early check. We got a scam in the shop. Looks like we're going to Daegu Forest. Unless... No, Black Tower can't give us anything that'll take us away from Daegu Forest. We're definitely going there. But Black Tower could give us something. Maybe like flippers or feather. Or it could give like a switch hook. Switch hook, feather. That would open up a couple more checks. Since we don't have vanilla embers, we're gonna have to get something to get the seeds off the trees in order to get embers. That gives us access to graveyard. So graveyard access is not gonna be right away, unless we get like sword and a seed thing right away. Or like fist ring or expert's ring or something. Okay, there's sword. So that's half the way there. So this next chest has to have progression of some sort. It could be seeds, it could be feather, could be switch hook. But we're guaranteed something from this chest over here. Okay, it's seeds. So like I was saying, early mysteries is pretty good, because we can get this item right away. And there's our switch hook. Okay. Oh, I don't even need to change it, because we can do this. And there's Tune of Echoes. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and see what this tree is, and then we're gonna peace out. Oh wait, no! We can get the item. We can get the seed trees there, the seeds from there. We don't need to just see it. I forgot I have the satchel. I can get seeds. It's only cents, but it could play into 3 types of seeds for Tingle, so I'm gonna grab them. Alright, next thing on the list, not Daegu Forest, but Fairy Woods. We'll get the 1 check over there. And then, if this is nothing, we've got to get the seeds from Ambi's. which could very well be ember seeds, which gives us access to the graveyard, etc, etc. First try there. That's really nice. Or you get currents and you still end up going to Ambi's because, yeah. No, we want to go this way. So we're gonna go do our current stuff. Go to Ambi's, get the seed tree there. Check our way up to Symmetry City, probably. Get the seed tree up there. Because we may get Gales and Embers. Gales and Embers would be the best case scenario for both trees. Pegasus would be nice too, but we don't necessarily need it right now. Oh, okay. So let's not forget about Mayor's house. Let's go do Mayor's house, like, literally right now. Last week we forgot about Mayor's house and it bit us pretty hard. We're not gonna forget it this time. Oh. I'm gonna go buy a shield. I'm just gonna buy a shield right now while I'm in the present. It's one of those, like, kind of gambles, but I just had that feeling that if we find a dungeon, it's gonna be Dungeon 2. Okay. So those seeds are nothing. We're about to check and see what our animal companion is. It's Ricky. It's Ricky, Ricky, Ricky. Is this the right one? Or is it the other one? I always mess this up. Every time. Yep. Like, I know it's one of those two tiles, and every single time I pick the wrong one. Don't do this to me. Oh, man. Talus Peaks is open. Talus Peaks is open. So technically we still have access to whatever's at Dungeon 2. That may be a better play than going to Talus Peaks, but it may also backfire. I think what I'll do is we'll just get these first couple items up in symmetry, and then we will go do Talus, or not Talus Peaks, but we'll go into Dungeon 2. Pegasus Seeds are nice. That'll help me get around fast. And that is a third type of seed. With Pegasus Seeds, we can now guard skip into Ambi's Palace. Oh man, we can technically get the Maku Tree stuff out of logic right now by guard skipping. Because we have what it takes to fight Nehru and rescue Nehru there. Because we have mysteries, we have a switch hook, and we have a sword. I'm tempted to do that instead of going Talus Peaks. I know it's out of logic, but we are one item away from putting it into logic. And that is just getting the mermaid suit. So as long as mermaid suit, or even Tune of Ages would also put that into logic. What could it mean? It means a letter of introduction. Got it. I understand completely. That's what it means, right? Yes, exactly. So what I'm thinking is we do this out of logic stuff and then go make our way to Dungeon 2. I have a feeling Dungeon 2 may hold the secret to getting this stuff into logic. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was lined up or not. That's fine. Now I'm perfectly lined up. Like, the best part about guard skip is that literally they line you up perfectly if you fail it. What a play. What a great play. Oh man. 10 out of 10 would do again. So that potentially saved me from having to do Talus Peaks twice. But now the thing is we know that until this is in logic, going to Talus Peaks and doing the dungeon up there is not in logic either. But we only need one more item in order to put all of this into logic. Typical. Okay. That's very typical. But regardless of what happens here, we already got our good progression from that. Oh my god. Well, that opens things up a little bit more, too. That's just telling me that this was required. 100%. Now the question is, which way did I have to go? Oh my! Are you kidding me? What an out of logic play. Like, that was the out of logic play of the century right there. Yeah, that's the most unusual way for out of logic bombs. Except those are logical bombs. Those are probably the actual logical bombs. And we're supposed to get something. Either Tune of Ages or we're either gonna get Tune of Ages. Oh man, I can't really do much in here without Ember Seeds. I can get one item. Yeah, I would need Ember Seeds in order to do pretty much anything else. Or I would need Feather. Okay, so Talus Peaks. Oh man. Is that for real? Like, this is for real. Required double dip Talus Peaks. With either Tune of Ages or Mermaid Suit at the end. It's possible that it's not Tune of Ages or Mermaid Suit at the end. It's possible that we may get some other progression like Feather. But it's guaranteed progression on Talus Peaks. That's for sure. Guaranteed Talus Peaks progression. With 3 hearts and no feather, by the way. at least we do have a sword, and we have the tuninut, so we can go straight into the dungeon, and we don't have to double dip this. Like, that right there is the best part about this. I mean, this is still a bad situation. But by getting that out of logic tuninut, it's gonna make the best of a bad situation. But yeah, I'm definitely curious to see what the item is at the end of here. Because it has to be progression, 100%. It could be a feather, which would give me progression in Dungeon 6, also letting me get to Rolling Ridge in the past. Actually just Rolling Ridge in general, West Rolling Ridge specifically. Which could lead to Ember Seeds being on that seed tree there, and that could lead to a bunch of other things, which could eventually bring us back here by forcing Ambis at that point. Like, right now, the most interesting thing is how far out of logic did I go? I mean, in terms of the map, I didn't go that far because I was right there. But how many more items, like how many more steps are required to potentially get that tuninut, get that seed shooter, get those bombs? We're about to find out right now after the song. Okay, we didn't go out of logic at all. Like, that was purely in logic right after Talus Peaks. So, required double dip Talus Peaks immediately, pretty much. So by following my gut and not doing Talus Peaks right away, it actually helped me. Also, yeah, no feather for that. That's fun. I love having no feather for that. But what's great is we can go straight into this dungeon, and we can check it out right now while we're here. This is going to be a leg up for us, for sure. Because I doubt anyone's going to come straight back here after going to Ambi's. Okay, we can get like one item in here. Yeah, we can actually get one item. Exactly one. Isn't that great? Don't you just love Dungeon 4 being vanilla? Also, what is it with exactly one item being available in every dungeon so far? Alright. So now let's go do some checks down in Crescent. What's crazy is now, as soon as I get Feather, Dungeon 4 is completable. Okay. Here we go. We got ourselves a clearable dungeon. Well, I didn't need to buy that shield. That's unfortunate. So D7, we can do a lot here. And by a lot, I mean we can clear it. We can't full clear because we don't have Cane. Cane is required to get the one chest on the bottom floor. Other than that, we can do everything. As long as we play our keys wisely. And hope that that one chest is a small key. That would be our best case scenario here. Oh wait, we can't full clear. We don't have Feather. Oh, we can't get that chest either. Oh wait, I can't even get the chest after the mini-boss either. Because I don't have Feather. But I can fight the mini-boss. Yeah, we can fight the mini-boss. We just can't get past the mini-boss. It's so weird to come in here without Feather. And since we have 3 keys, we can do pretty much everything top floor except for the last one. Because the great thing about Dungeon 7 is as long as you reset the dungeon, you can always skip a key. This is so weird to me though. I'm not looking forward to potentially coming back here. Oh no! Alright. We can at least make this work. Alright, there's compass. That's very interesting to me. Let's go and see what kind of keys we got here. There's a key on there. There's a key on there. There's a key on there. Oh, great. Well, I'm probably gonna waste a bunch of time here. Because I'm gonna go check the one chest on the top floor that I wasn't able to because I died. And then we're gonna lower the water level down to the bottom and check the bottom floor. Unless this has boss key, in which case, then we do boss first. It does not have a key. Alright, before I save and quit, let's go and see if there's a key. If there's a key behind the final door here. There is. Okay. This just got a whole lot weirder. By having a key there, that could potentially be our boss key, which means all keys required. Which means, well, it means we're gonna need the cane. Or, that's a small key, and boss key's on bottom floor. And we can beat this dungeon right now. I mean, we know all three things on the bottom floor are keys. The question is, are they small keys, or is one a big key? The other question is Kane available in one of the other checks outside the dungeon right now? And I'm just wasting my time. It's also possible that Feather is available too. Alright. Well, I mean, we have enough keys. Oh. Oh, wait. We have enough keys to check the top. Let's go ahead and check that. If it's a small key, then we know. Then we will know for sure that the boss key is locked behind either Feather or Cane. If it's the boss key, then we can then fight the boss and finish the dungeon. Also knowing that 2 of the remaining chests are keys, one of them being on the bottom floor. Okay, that's a small key. So, we can't do anything else here. Let's go ahead and start checking overworld stuff. I did not check... Oh, I did not check the chest after the mini-boss. Whether that was a key or not. So we have two possibilities for that final key sound. It's either there, the flower room. And then we have the bottom floor cane and hook chest, which we already got that sound from. Ideally, bottom floor is not going to be what we're looking for. Like that'll be our small key that we can 100% confidently skip. But yeah, most likely I'm not going back into that dungeon until I have Feather and Cane. Unless, of course, we start running dry on checks and we have to find something. But yeah, I fully expect to find Feather soon. Because that's going to open up so much. Feather opens up the entirety of Rolling Ridge. Might need that. Oh man. We've got 2 more checks to do. What if one of them ends up being Tuna Pages, and we end up going straight to Zora Seas? Like, think about it. We've been getting a lot of Zora Seas things. What if we end up actually getting Zora Seas access? Alright, last location. What's it gonna be? What progression are we gonna get? Zora Seas or Rolling Ridge? Zora Seas, okay. We also get Rolling Ridge access too. But considering everything, and the fact that we already have Fairy Powder, I'm just gonna go straight to Zora Seas. Because even without Gale Seeds, getting back isn't gonna be too bad, since we're gonna be able to clean the seas. And I definitely consider Tuna Pages as more of a Zora Seas progression than specifically Rolling Ridge. Though Rolling Ridge could very well have a lot of things. I just feel like all the items we got on Crescent Island point specifically to Zorsees. And I probably should have done the island checks before going into the dungeon. But, we still managed to do a decent a chunk of the dungeon. We got enough knowledge to know that we're locked out. Like, that'll probably be one of the last dungeons I go back to, unless we have to go back there for progression. And that's what I thought was going to end up being over here. No wait, we didn't want to do that. We want to stay in the present right now. Because we want to hit some of the present checks. We can't heal King Zora yet. We don't have enough rupees. We also don't have Graveyard Key. But thankfully we are getting a lot of rupees here, which leads me to believe that the rupee logic is telling us, okay, we're gonna get Graveyard Key soon, and that means buy the potion. Lava Juice, okay. I'll take the Lava Juice. That's a good item to have before going over to Rolling Ridge. Just because of the fact that we're going to be able to get that item right away. Alright, what do we got here? It's just rupees. I say it's just rupees, like, I don't actually need the rupees. At this point, I actually don't need the rupees, because we're gonna go get the 200 in Rolling Ridge anyway. We're not gonna come back here until after that. Just do some final cleanup here. I'll grab this one, why not? It's a 50. Lots of free rupees. Definitely expecting to have to go to the graveyard very soon. But I'm gonna go straight to Rolling Ridge after I finish this area. We're not gonna orphan the chest over here. Feel like anytime you leave this chest, it ends up being something. But anytime that you specifically go and check it, it's nothing. Okay. I might check Graveyard first. While we're here. check like the, what, 3 items in Graveyard? And then we go up and do Rolling Ridge? Makes a little sense, because technically this is the latest sphere of progression. Because the last thing that we got were Ember Seeds. So might as well do Ember Seed checks right now. But yeah, hopefully once we go up to Rolling Ridge, we're going to be able to find our Gale Seeds, and we're going to be able to start getting around a lot easier. Do I want to check that ring? I probably do. There's our feather. Isn't it beautiful? What a spot for the feather. So that opens up even more stuff. We can beat Mermaid's Cave now. We can do a whole host of things. I'm gonna end up going west to east because there's guaranteed Pegasus seeds in the cave by the moblin. I don't know if we're gonna find a Pegasus tree up here, so I'd rather get those guaranteed seeds earlier rather than later. Just because we're running kind of low. We only have a couple more. We're gonna need to save one for the Moblin King. After that, whatever. Oh, blue ring. Okay. I'll take it. Considering our health pool is kind of low, don't mind a little bit of extra defense. Okay. Rock Brisket doesn't open anything right now, but if we get that brother emblem, we may be in for a treat, possibly. Alright, now the question is, what tree is it? Is it Gale's? Is it Pegasus? Is it the second Ember? Or it's the second Ember? Well, that's not good. So we don't have too many things. We may be Gale-less. We have one more tree to check, and then it's gonna end up being on Zen Seedling if it's not there. Which Galeless is not great, but we can work with it. I think we can make it work. It's just gonna take a little bit longer getting around. So I'm definitely going to go to the other side of Rolling Ridge, see what the tree is, do all the stuff over there, and then after that we're going to start working on dungeons. We've got access to quite a few dungeons. We're going to be able to do a pretty decent amount of things. I am a tiny bit concerned. Just on the off chance we don't get our Gale Seeds over here. Oh, I will definitely take that. Satchel upgrade is nice. And a bomb refill is always nice too. And here comes the hearts. Everything's just compounding upon itself. Alright. What seed tree is it gonna be? Okay, it is Gale's. Thank you. Oh. If that wasn't Gale's, I would have been so mad. But now that it's Gale's, we can start doing a lot of stuff. I'm just gonna finish up over here. Great first prize. That may be required for Dungeon 3. It's also possible that it's required for the digging spot on the beach. You know, considering that I have so many dungeons available to me, I'm tempted to just skip dancing right now. Yeah, I'm gonna skip dancing and hope they don't have anything right now. I mean, we'll be back in the area pretty soon. But I just have so many dungeons that we can go into and complete, or like at least do a bunch of stuff in, that it makes more sense to go into these dungeons than it does to just spend like 2 minutes playing dancing. Alright, we can't do anything here. That's cool. Which one do I want to do first? Yeah. I think let's do 6. Yeah, let's do 6 first so we can just open that up. Thank you, Keys. We can't fully do this dungeon, but we can do a pretty good chunk of it. Now that we have embers and a feather, we can at least do like the entire front half of the dungeon. Might have been a better idea to do 4 first. Just because we can fully clear that dungeon and not have to worry about coming back. But I think there's more items in this dungeon than there are in 4, if I'm not mistaken. Which means there's a higher probability that there's something in here versus 4. Sure, we can beat 4, and that's great and all. But if we end up finding Cain in here, then we can just go straight to the end. Alright, we just have one more chest that we can check. Alright, so we got our keys, which is good. We may be able to just go ahead and fully appreciate this dungeon and be able to not have to do the underwater stuff on at the end. But yeah, let's go do Dungeon 4. Yeah. I gotta go to the other way first. I just realized I could potentially be leaving a key over there, which is not good. Because of the linear nature of this dungeon, if you miss a key, it's not good at all. And it's boss key on top of that. Well, well, well. Good thing I checked that. Because otherwise we might get to the boss and be like, I have no way to progress. Or we may end up going deep 4 thinking the boss key's back there, when in reality, it was all the way in the front. So our next, like, what, 2 or 3 checks are guaranteed keys. Just because of the linear nature of this part. Everything leads to another key, which leads to the next key. We're not going to see any more items until after the mini-boss. So in theory, Cain could have potentially sped this dungeon up a little bit. But for the most part, just coming here, getting it out of the way now was probably the better play. Because otherwise I'd have to do either dancing or like a couple one-off checks. Oh, what is this pattern? I've never seen him do this before. That's fine. Alright, we got map and compass. So the question now remains... where is that final small key? The final small key is going to play a very big role in what's to come. If that final small key shows up, we will have to go deep 4. Because there's guaranteed an item back there. If it does not show up, that means it is self-locked and we don't have to go back deep 4. Because we can't go deep 4. I was expecting one more, for some reason. So we know the small key's not here. That's good. And that's graveyard key. That's 2 dungeon accesses right there. Oh man. And the small key is not there either, and that's the key! Oh man. Oh man, we have like access to so much. So that dungeon's done. We can go... Yeah, let's go ahead and go straight into the graveyard. And do all that stuff there. Because at this point, we can beat whatever dungeon shows up there. The only dungeon we can't complete right now is Dungeon 8, and we already found that. I'm gonna buy the potion first. I know it's probably not a good idea, but it saves like 2 screens, so I'm gonna do it. Or 3 screens, actually. Wow. 3 whole screens. Can you believe it? I certainly can. It's vanilla! What do you know? Alright, 1 key. Let's go. Sword! Sword! We got sword! And map. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, this is looking really good. Dungeon 1. Shout outs to Dungeon 1. So we're still missing map. We're still missing boss key. Or not map, I mean compass. Oh, and we get gold joy ring too? What is the seed? Alright, there's boss key. So we can beat the dungeon. We are still missing compass. And there's 1 more small key remaining. So those are the final 2 items. We can go straight to the boss. Yeah, just confirming. Okay. Super hard dungeon. I don't know how I would ever beat it without a potion. Alright, there's the key. Compass was the other one. Okay, moving on. Um... Oh, we got a couple like super quick checks that we can do before we go back to Zora Seas. As a book, who cares? Nope. Okay. Okay, I'll take it. So let's give King Zora the potion, cure him, go into whatever dungeon's over here. And then we can also go back to 7. Now that we have both Cane and Feather, we can finish off 7. Oh, you know what? I should probably do that first. Think of it right now. We're gonna have to get our permission anyway, so let's just go do that real quick. And then when we go into Jabu, we can go ahead and get our Zora reward. Okay. Yeah, those are the two that I want to check. Oh, I should probably check that first. This one's gonna be a quicker one to check. I don't know why I, like, did that whole thing, but whatever. I still should have checked, whether the compass went off in this room or not. It didn't. Okay. And that's nothing. Okay. This is good for me, because now I'm on the path. Guaranteed to get me the boss key. Because if this doesn't lead to the boss key, we're going to be right there where we can go ahead and lower the water level and get the boss key that way. I mean, we knew there had to be a tone. Okay, boss key is behind Cane. That's very interesting. Yeah, when I heard 3 tones on the bottom floor, I had that like weird feeling that, well, Bosky was going to be there somewhere. Didn't think it was going to be this one though. But we'll take it. I mean, we'll finish this dungeon right now. It's going to take us a second to get up there because we're going to have to raise the water level again. Right now I'm wondering, is Eyeball going to be a dungeon that we need? We still... Present D6 is still out there, and we don't have to go in there for boss key. So there's a very real possibility that one of these dungeons just does not need to be entered at all. I'm a little worried about going to Dungeon 8, like going to Sea of No Return. I'm always like that though, just because it's so far out of the way, and without Power Glove, you can't even get the item outside the dungeon. And if that dungeon ends up being present D6, and there's nothing in there, it's just a waste of time. So I'm hoping that whatever dungeon is in Jabu is good. I mean, we are missing, what, 2, 3, and 5? Real quick, there's one more item I want to grab while I'm over here. I'll open it up. I don't plan on going there yet, but having it open, it doesn't hurt. Okay. That's interesting. Alright, what dungeons is it gonna be? You may now go see Jabu Jabu. Ooh, okay. We could potentially be in go mode right now. We're not. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the first couple checks in here, just in case something ends up being here. I don't want to do the full thing, just because it could be a waste of time, but at least like the first couple checks don't take too long. Oh, I can't go up because I didn't go back to the past yet. That's fine, I'll just do the first 3. And then we'll see if we end up getting a key. If we get a key, then we can maybe do the other side. But I'm more likely going back to the past and then going to the other dungeons real quick. I'm more likely to go do that crown dungeon. Yeah. We'll bail here, come back if needed. So far, it's not looking good. But yeah, with Crown Key and Eyeball, those are 2 dungeons that we can definitely complete. I'm definitely doing Crown first, just because maybe Power Glove shows up there, and if Power Glove shows up there, then going to Sea of No Return makes a little more sense. Also, we can go into Dungeon 8 now. That's a possibility. French Vanilla Power Glove could very well be a thing. Like at this point, we're missing a key and the Power Glove. And we got another vanilla dungeon. What is going on with this seed? That's what, like our 3rd vanilla dungeon? 3rd or 4th or something? Yeah, 1, 5, and 4 are all vanilla. Ah. Stupid frame perfect jumps. Are you kidding me? He's specifically coming back just to knock me off. Alright, with third small key, gonna want to go to the mini boss. So since we're still missing some small keys, there is a possibility that the back is still out of logic. It all depends on what ends up happening here. If this ends up being a small key, everything's in logic. If this is not a small key, and it's the boss key, we're done here. Unless small key ends up on boss. Small key on boss is not good, because then we might have to come back in here. It's a small key after all. Alright. Now which area is going to have our progression? I mean, we're gonna have to check everything now. I definitely feel like doing this first makes more sense. Just because it's so much closer to the boss room. And if we do end up finding boss key right here, I can just go ahead, beat the boss, and then we'll know what else needs to be done. But then it's map and compass, and that was just a waste of time. So boss key's in the back, in the way back. Oh hey, we have Boomerang. Who cares about these guys? Alright, there's our boss key. We know that the rest are items, so we're gonna have to check it. And there's the power glove. Well, this got very interesting. Guess where we're going after this? We're going to Dungeon 8. We are a key away from Go mode. And considering that Dungeon 8 pretty much can't be Go moded, we might as well do it. So that means 2 or 3 is Steve No Return, and the other one is the other mermaid cave. Alright, what do we got? It's the... We're in Go mode! Okay, let's go! Now which order do I want to do dungeons? Oh, this is tricky now. Actually, I don't think it matters. I think the way we're gonna do it is this pretty much, we'll do the Rolling Ridge ones, then we'll do 6, and then we'll do whatever's at Steve No Return to finish it off. Alright. Dungeon 3. Dungeon 3, what do you got for me? So Go Mode Dungeon 3 is really interesting, because there's a possibility that we may not even need to lower the spinner. However, I'm going to lower the spinner just because it makes things a little more manageable in case we have to. If that makes sense. Like, if we have to lower the spinner, I want to have it already pre-set to go down. Sure, if, like, the cards play out perfectly, we won't have to. But I don't want to take that risk. It's a very big risk to just skip that entirely. Though at this point, as soon as I find boss key, we can beat the dungeon. 100%. which I'm going to go ahead and check this right now. And I'm going to check this one right now. Because if either of these is boss key, is the fastest way for me to get to the end. And it is. Okay. Perfect. So that worked out perfectly. The next one is going to be Dungeon 8, which, as I've said previously, you can't really go mode Dungeon 8 that well. Just because of the slates. If I didn't have to worry about the slates, it wouldn't be such a bad dungeon. But the fact that you need the slates in order to get to the boss really makes it difficult. But yeah, after this, we've got Go Mode 2. Well, Go Mode 6 and then Go Mode 2. Go Mode 2 is an interesting one. You can beat it with 3 keys. Actually, technically, you can beat Go Mode 2 with 2 keys. One for the crack block after, or the key block after the mini boss to get onto the minecart, and then one for right before the boss. That's assuming you get the boss key early enough to be able to do that. Three keys guarantees that you're able to at least get the boss key room, the vanilla boss key room. Six, we've already gotten every key, including boss keys, so we don't need to worry about that at all. Like, we're just gonna go back into 6 and beat the boss. That's entirely what we're doing there. Hey, our first slate. So that's 1 of 5 boss keys for this dungeon. Only have 4 more to go. No one's finished yet. Yeah, I'm fairly close. It's still gonna take me a little bit because I still have 2 more dungeons to do after this, and this is a long dungeon to begin with. So I don't really expect anyone to finish for at least like another maybe 15 minutes at least. Possibly longer. I'm not quite sure how long these go modes are going to take. This is the one that's the most variable, just because of how many things you need inside the dungeon itself. And of course, pretty much everything is backloaded in this dungeon. So we're gonna pretty much have to do a full clear in order to get to the boss. It's pretty much the standard 8. You have to expect it at this point. You're not going to beat the dungeon without doing 95% of it, at the very minimum. Alright, there's number 2. And of course, pretty much everything is going to be in the vanilla tile locations, or the vanilla slate locations. I think at the very best case scenario, we are going to be able to skip one check in here. And that's because we don't have the small key. Otherwise, I believe every other check in here has to be progression. It has to be a slate or the boss key. Yep, we've got boss key remaining. And we have exactly 2 checks if we get the small key from this one. So assuming this is boss key, we're good to go. If this is a small key, we're gonna need to go get the final check. And I don't think we even got compass, so compass is probably on boss. Or it's locked behind the small key. So yeah, our remaining items are small key, boss key, and compass. Oh no, we have compass. It's boss key, okay. So small key is either self-locked or on boss. The rest really doesn't matter. Because go mode. Yeah, keys here. Okay. So there's an item on the other chest. This is the worst form. Because half of it feels random. Based on the... I guess it's based on the bomb bounces. I don't really know exactly. But I feel like half the time, he just does not take damage. And then his movement pattern is just awful. For the second phase, not as far as I know. Like, you just do what I normally do, which is set up the bomb and either it hits him or it doesn't. Alright, let's go finish 6. And we don't have any Pegasus seeds in the past. Okay, that's fine. I don't need them. Well, I mean, I need Pegasus seeds, but I don't really need it. Need it? We should only be using, like, 2 in here. We're not going to be using a lot. Oh, and I got that static drop there. I forgot that static drop exists. And because we have Gold Joy Ring on, it doubled, so we got 10. So yeah, we're gonna have plenty of seeds for Sea of No Return. Alright, Dungeon 6 completed. All we gotta do is beat Dungeon 2. This can either be like really quick or moderately quick. Or whatever. It's not going to be super quick because the first couple of checks in Dungeon 2 are pretty slow, but the meat of the dungeon you can do pretty quickly. Alright, I'm going to equip that blue ring. Gonna be useful to get through here. As I already start taking damage. Because everyone decides they want to go hang out by the screen transitions. That's pretty standard. Alright, like I said, we need at least 2 small keys plus boss key. We're gonna try and get our small keys early. Well, we want to get a boss key. That's the main thing. And then whatever we get after that is what we get. swamp room could theoretically give us a small key and moss key, and we can be on our way. Or we could even get one on the room beforehand, on this jump room. Alright, there's our second small key. That's a small key up there. That's a map. So 3 small keys. That guarantees we're going to be able to do some stuff. The question is, where is the boss key? Alright, rope room. And then we head to the back. We're probably going to end up having to full clear this dungeon. Yeah, I don't have compass. Okay. Alright, there it is. Let's go. No! Why is it so hard? Jumping is so hard. How am I doing on bombs? I need more bombs. Got 'em. That was bad. That's actually really interesting. So, I just thought of this now, but if you wait an extra cycle, if you miss the first cycle, you want to hit third cycle. And that'll line you up perfectly. If you go second cycle, that puts you in the middle one, which obviously there's no equivalent. So you end up having to drop it halfway through. Like you have to drop it after the first hit. But if you wait for the third cycle after missing the first one, that puts you back on one of the first or third, which essentially puts you back on cycle. I don't know why I never thought of that until now, but it makes that fight a little bit more consistent, even if you miss the first hit. Well, as long as the bomb doesn't go in. That's the main thing. Like if you rim shot it and it rims out, uh, then you can keep the cycle going. You can get the stun lock. But if you get one of the wrong faces, I don't think you're going to be able to get that particular cycle anymore, regardless of what happens. But yeah, we're into Black Tower. This was a fun one. We started off out of logic, getting our out of logic tuninut, bombs, and seed shooter, only to find out that we were right there in logic because Talus Peaks had our mermaid suit, which meant you go Talus Peaks to get the mermaid suit, to go to Ambi's to get the tuninut, to go back. Pretty brutal start, but we cheesed it. Guard skip for the win. Like, that was the out of logic play that really cut like 5 minutes off of this time. Because think about it. We would have had to go back through Talus Peaks. This would be a double Talus Peaks required. Unless, where was Ages? Where was Tune of Ages? That was on Crescent Island. Right? Yeah, it was on Crescent Island. So Mermaid Suit was required to get to it. Therefore, it was required, technically, to do double Talus Peaks. Yeah, I do have blue ring equipped. I had to make sure, because I didn't want to be taking too much extra damage that I didn't need to. How many warps are we gonna get? Seriously. Alright, one more phase. Here we go. I don't know, because I'm not allowed to watch anyone during a race for Randomizer, because that is getting spoilers. I could see maybe Nitro doing it, but I'm not sure about any of the other racers. Yeah, without any extra damage increases, we're guaranteed one phase. And of course it's spider phase. All hail the spider. And GG. Finishing in first place, official SRL time, 2 hours, 12 minutes, and 48 seconds. Overall, good seed. We did how many dungeons in Go mode at the end there? We did what? 2, 3, and 8? All in Go mode? Is guard skip a skip that people tend to do and be able of? Yeah, it's a very easy skip. Like, in the context of hard logic skips. All you do is literally run straight up the middle with Pegasus Seed equipped, and when you get onto the screen with the guards, you just buffer the inventory, switch your seeds to Scent Seeds, so you can drop a Scent Seed, and then you want to have your sword equipped on the other button, and then just buffer both the Scent Seed and sword out of the menu, and while holding up the entire time, and they get distracted by the Scent Seed, and you go straight on through. Super easy to do, as long as you know how to do it. You do need to set up by lining up in the middle of the pathway, but the great thing about it is if you fail it, they throw you back and you're already lined up. You're guaranteed to be lined up second try. So all you have to do is just make sure you get the buffer properly and make sure you have your Pegasus Seed equipped. Like, use your Pegasus Seed, hold up the entire time, and then just drop your Scent and Slash at the same time. Yeah, the center lineup is important. Because I don't know how the guards work exactly, but I think that minimizes their vision radius or something. I don't know. All I know is lining up in the center really makes it better. Yeah, I think maybe if you're not perfectly centered, you can still do it. You just might have like a tighter frame window or something. And Fox has finished in second place, official SRL time 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 15 seconds. GG to him. Looks like Nitro and Ebil are both in Dungeon 8, finishing those up. Looks like Nitro just has 2 left, and Ebil has 3 and 5 left.